Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here for another Queen Sugar review. This is season 7, episode 5. And I can't rightly recall the name of the episode, but that says a lot, doesn't it? Listen, new to my channel, like what you see, hit that subscription bell. Don't want to miss anything? Hit the notification bell, okay? Like to talk about the show? Put it down below in the comments, okay? You want to participate in engagement? Hit the thumbs up button, okay? Let's get into this show, all right? Listen, y'all know I had total joint knee replacement. I'm convalescing at my family member's home, so you are going to hear a landline phone ring at some point. I'm almost sure of it. And people talking in the background, just look over it, right? Just look over it. Let's get into this show. I know I'm a little late, y'all, but y'all know I got a lot going on. Trying to recuperate and recover and physical therapy and all of that. And I'm sore and I'm hurting and it's kind of swelling a little bit. I need to slow down. And so that's why you guys are getting this video late. Tomorrow you guys are going to get Handmaid's Tale, even though it's only like 65 of you guys that watch it, but it's fine. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the show. Let's get into Queen Sugar. Okay, listen, we're just gonna go people by people, character by character, person by person, irritant by irritant. Whoo, child. First and foremost, come on now. Let's talk about this Micah situation. I don't feel like I did it justice last week, so let's go and talk about it now. Micah is waking up to what he has done. He has uploaded the video to be auctioned off. This little clip of his mom's worst moment, as Nova calls it. And equally so, his father. Mind you, his father was accused of graping at this time. He was being accused. That's how the story broke. Remember, you guys? He was being accused of graping, right? And it was Charlie that made the whole thing kind of go away a little bit. She took care of him. She looked out for him as the mother of his child. I was going to say only child, but... y'all know that's not his only child. Davis's only child, but I digress. Listen, he's looking at it, he's like, oh no, what have I done? Not really, kind of, sort of, but yeah, you get it, right? And it's so crazy because I know people say this about young people all the time, but Micah, you know, last season we saw him go through a bit of PTSD and, you know, this stress, okay? And he appeared to also be super, super sensitive, not just to being tenderhearted and that type of thing, but just wanting to be more open and accepting and empathetic and that type of thing. For him to turn 360 and give us this in the final season, it's a little off-putting. It's a little off-putting. So we've gone 7 seasons for me to start disliking the Micah character. I was like, Micah, what are you thinking? Well, Nova calls because she's going to have a family dinner. She wants to approach the family about this whole Blessings in Blood movie deal she got going on. Okay. Nova calls him, wakes him up, reminds him he's supposed to be over there. He's supposed to be bringing hot fish and other accoutrements and help her get ready for this party, this dinner, okay? And so we see that when he gets there and he talks to her finally, he shows her what he did, and he shows her that he's got over I don't know if it was over 100,000 bids, over 100,000 views. I wasn't sure. I was not sure. I mean, I was just like, what do you, I didn't understand what the you know, exchange was. Like, what was his payoff? Are you excited because of the views? Like, really? The views? Turns out it was the money, right? And when he shows Nova, he says, "Wait a minute, Micah, you can't upload that. Now people at the door and it's imminent that someone's coming in and she doesn't want to discuss this because I've got some news I'm dropping on them too. I don't need you to usurp my surprise with your surprise. I don't need you to make this moment about you and the things that you've done. Just take it down. You cannot air your mom's worst day." And he was like, "Well, I was there too." Really, Micah? Really? Is that the point? Really? 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 Come on. Last year you was like, two boys can be friends and not be gay. And what if I was gay? And we got to be more understanding and love one another. And whoop, 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 whoop. And this season you like, you know what? Screw my mom. And the daddy she wrote in on. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get these views. I'm finna get this paper. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, "Micah, you ain't broke. Are you broke? You second year of college, you lavish. You living real lavish, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the lavish apartment, you know what I'm saying? You got the lavish accoutrements, lavish decorations, lavish gear. You need money, Micah? You need money? Okay. Because your mama own a whole meal and running for state senate. But I digress. Okay. Then we see him call Zane and say, "Hey, you got to take that down," after he talked to Nova. And Zane was like, "No, can't do." He was like, "I'm locked out of it. I need to pull it down. I need you to make that happen." He was like, "Look, once it goes up and people start bidding, I cannot pull it down." And he was like, "Come on, there's got to be something you can do." And Zane was like, let me see what I can do. Basically, I'm finna let this thing ride out until the auction is over. And once he sees how much money he's garnered, his commission, I'm like, do the bulk of the money go to Zane or do the bulk of the money go to Micah? Do we know? Is it broken up into all these many different little pieces? Because it seemed like everybody was hyping him up. I'm like, what, do they have a benefit in it? Do they have a benefit in continuing to hype him up? Like, is this the game? Is this the indoctrination? Right? And so when Micah does go to see Zane and he was like, "I thought I told you to take it down." And he was like, "Man, I tried. I told you I was going to try, but I couldn't get it done." And then he proceeds, Zane does, to kind of poo-poo Micah's concern. Okay, and it's like, dude, you made $200,000. Okay, again, not all his money. You made $200,000. It is the largest amount that we have garnered for the for any upload. And Micah's like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah, everybody gather around. Let's clap Micah up. Let's blow smoke up his butt and make him believe that what he did was a good thing, that he did not sell his soul to the devil, in fact, okay, that he did an excellent job. This is all a part of your journey and your plan, Micah, right? This is what God wants for you. He wants you to take a shiv and jam it into your mama's collarbone." Oh, my. Now, mind you, he getting call after call after call after call from his mama. He knows she on the campaign trail. Okay. He talked to her that morning before she had a chance to see it. Okay. She been blowing him up. "What have you done? Micah, why would you do this? Micah, woo, 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 woo." He just rolling her over to voicemail. It's okay. It's okay. What's done in the dark, Micah, will come to the light. Okay. It wasn't really done in the dark. Okay. But who you really are, will definitely come to the light. The darkness of who you are definitely will come to the light. Okay. You will reap, that which you have sown. Okay, I can promise you that. Okay, I'm telling you from experience, Micah. You're gonna live to regret this. Hopefully, the writing is not so far off this season that we don't get to see it, because you need this reckoning. This young in your life, you need this reckoning. Okay, in order for you to go through the rest of your life and hopefully make wise decisions. better decisions. Oh yeah, you need to get dinged good for this. Oh, but he takes it. He takes all of the smoke and pouring him drinks and cheering him up. You don't want to get iced out again, do you, Micah? I was like, really, Micah? You give a flim flam what other people think? You spent this whole time being existential. Where Kiki at? I digress. Anywho, that is like I said, $200,000 mistake, and he allows Vince to gas him up. Okay, that's Micah. All right, let's talk real quick about Hollywood and Vi. I want to go ahead and do that. Let's talk about Billie first. Okay. Billie having second thoughts about Vince. In other words, Vince not calling her and blowing her up no more, and she missed ignoring him. Right? As long as he was chasing her, she knew where he was. And now he not calling after her, and she not sure how to deal with it. Plus, she got all that lovey-dovey over there with Pepper, with Pecan Sandy and and Prosper. And Prosper, and it's driving her crazy. All this love and lovey-dovey, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I gotta get out of there. I came over to talk to you about Vince. I'm having second thoughts. And she was like, Nova said, ain't no sunshine when he gone, and he always gone too long. Whenever he goes away, okay? Did you think he was gonna wait on you? You know, and she was like, well, I don't know. I just don't know what I want to do, and I just ooda-wooda-wooda-wooda-woo. And I was like, Billie, shut up. You're getting on my nerves. Okay? You're neither hot nor cold. You know what I'm saying? You're lukewarm. The puh. Okay? You're unseasoned chicken. Okay? You're a poor Charlie substitute. And your story is a horrible, horrible, horrible storyline. There, I said it. Someone had to say it. There, I said it. Basically, I just don't know what I want to do. And Nova was like, you know what? I'm going through a lot too. And I got, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you come and move in with me? And we could just be old girl pals like we've been, you know, for these many years. And you can find yourself and we can talk, you know what I'm saying? And hang out in our pajamas and paint each other's toenails. And you can recoup and discover what you want to do. Oh, Nova, that is so generous. That is so generous, Nova. You really think I should? Girl, that's what you came over there for anyway. That's what you came over there for anyway. You already know that. You know what I'm saying? She dry begging, she pole mouth, and that's all it is on an emotional level. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. And Nova was like, I've got an idea. And she was like, yes. So, when she does come with 2 little bags, child, 2 little bags, if you don't go home and get your things, gal, what is you doing? What is you doing? So your daughters, you ain't talk to your daughter? 2 little bags, 2 little satchels, child. She come in there and Nova's like, okay, go ahead and put your cutest clothes on because we finna go out. You know what I'm saying? She been trying to reach Dominic on the phone, but she can't get Dominic on the phone, and she want to go out. Okay? Yeah, you been with Nova 2 hours, and y'all already out there hoeing. They go to the bar, and Nova was like, X-nay on the tucker. There's a guy over there, and he's eyeballing you. He's looking at you, and they drinking and laughing and dancing together and doing they cheer shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shake, shake. Shimmy, 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 shake, shake. Remember how we used to do it? You laughing and talking and having a good time. The trumpet player from the band come over because he been eyeballing and looking at. And Billie's like, I guess I will dance for you. But before she did, she found a picture of the girl that Nova first loved. Found the lady and pulled the lady Facebook post up and gave it to Nova. And then Nova sent her on off to hoe off there, hoe on her own time. It wasn't hoeing, but you know what I'm saying. You know, y'all know Nova is hoish. And this girl, instead of her encouraging her, reach out to your husband and talk to him, she encouraging her to flirt about a little bit. Okay? I mean, it's weird. It's weird because of the whole reason why she hated the town in the first place is because everybody thought she was hot in the puss and a giant flirt. So that's why it's weird. Like, it just flies in the face of... Anyway. Just because you dance with a man don't make you a hoe, but y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, you get where I'm coming from, right? Put it down below. Listen. And then Nova looking at the woman's picture all nostalgic. Now you done spent this whole episode. You done spent this whole episode cooing and oohing and ahhing. Okay? Ahhing over Dominic. Dominic over in another country, child. But he's sending you chestals. Okay? He's sending you pictorial pictures. Okay? Alright? I was waiting for a booty shot. Never did come. But your girl was waiting on it, okay? Let me see that package. Who's hoeing now? I digress. So anyway, but you looking at this picture like, oh, I was like, see, this why I say Nova got Billie hoeing, because Nova is definitely got hoish tendencies. What y'all think? What y'all think? She always in love until she not anymore. And it can happen at any moment. Any moment. Didn't Chantal already had this conversation with you, Nova? But carry on, child. Carry on. So that's Billie. Let's talk about Hollywood. Now, Hollywood and Vi are settling into a house full of folk, right? They enjoying it. They love it. They really love having the youth around. The youths. They love having the youths around. Your Honor, the youths. What's a youth? The youths, right? So they got Henry, that's the youngest boy, and of course Joaquin, that's his oldest brother. They got them in the house, and Hollywood is enjoying rebuilding the boat's motor with the boys, right? Give them a project to work on, and it's got that young energy in the house, and she has to keep telling Henry to stop running. I think the boy's name is Henry. I like Henry for him. But anywho, she had to keep telling him to stop running. And then Hollywood come running by. I was like, that was a cute moment. I enjoyed that. And then Ep5 had True, and she holding little True, and she telling him, stop running in this house. Hollywood, he running and you running. And then she told Henry to go on, and she talked to Hollywood, and she told Hollywood, listen, don't get too attached. Do not get too attached. Really, you go from telling him they family and you want to help them out to don't get too attached. It's a cute moment. No chastisement here. It is a cute moment. And this is what Hollywood and Vi do. We see later on, the same day that Nova having a dinner, ain't Vi having a dinner. Right? Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that ain't Vi and Joaquin and was setting the table for dinner, and when the social worker came over, and Hollywood and Ralph Angel and Darla and them was all sitting down to dinner. Joaquin and Henry, they was all sitting down to dinner. But y'all supposed to be going to dinner over to Nova's. What was they having, appetizers? Huh? What was we doing? Was it game night? It looked like the table was set for dinner. But what do I know? These are the inconsistencies. Remember, we talked about that a few episodes ago. Like the audio was off, and the audio versus the scene was off. We're seeing it. I'm seeing it over and over again. Each episode, there's some editing issues there, and it's just so disheartening. It's so disheartening. If you've never seen season 1 of Queen Sugar, to really appreciate this show, you got to go back to season 1 and just really look at the beauty of what this body of work was. And you'll see it is just completely different now in terms of just the continuity is just not there. And that makes me sad. It does. The whole time I was watching the episode, it makes me sad. Look at my notes, you guys. They're so sparse. They're so sparse because the content was sparse. I mean, essentially. It has become this sort of roller coaster of things. In one scene, something really horrible is happening, and in the next scene, everybody's Gucci. Like, everybody's fine, and they're singing, and they're laughing, and they're talking, and it's like it never happened. Remember they went to buy Parthena's land? Remember? And Landry stole it out from under them at such an astronomical price they could never meet it or match it? Beat it or match it? You guys remember that? This week? It's everybody's fine. Like, we're back to normal. They still got their issues, but it's just, I mean, the continuity is all off. Anyway, the social worker pulls up on them, child, and she is eyeballing Ralph Angel because they did a background check on everybody in the house, which I don't know why they would allow them to do a background check on Ralph Angel. Why would you even allow that to happen? Okay, once she told you they was gonna do a background check on everybody living in the house, y'all should have been looking for Ralph Angel and those to hide them off somewhere else anyway. But we need a storyline, so let's just go through with this whole thing. Now, she, like I said, is side-eyeing Ralph Angel. And the only reason I have not talked about this woman, even though she kind of seemed like she looking down her nose a little bit at Ralph Angel, is because this is her job. This is what she's supposed to do. And she's supposed to look out for them kids. She's supposed to protect those kids. And that's just what it is. Every person with a criminal history that's living in a house with children is not reformed, has not overcome their past. Some of them are still predators. And so she has to do her job. And she has to follow the rules. The rules are meant to protect these children. This is the exception, but I don't blame this lady. I don't blame her, even though I love Ralph Angel. And I know he's reformed and everything. And he wasn't in jail for, those types of crimes. Okay, we know this, but at the same time, the rules are in place for a reason. And so that's what we spend our time doing, saying how Ralph Angel has changed, how Ralph, everybody's trying to convince this lady he's a different person, he's a good man, he's woo 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 woo, which we all agree. But at the same time, she is like, you know what? I'm going to give you till Monday. I'm going to give you till Monday to gather your things, sir, and go. Because Ralph Angel was like, what if I leave? And everybody was like, no, don't go. But it turns out they wanted to leave anyway. They wanted to leave anyway so they could be a young couple doing what they do, how they want to do it in their own space. They just don't know where they're going to go that quickly. They got to be out literally by Monday. Literally. Okay? It's a moment. It's a moment, right? I don't know. Maybe they was having lunch over at Aunt Vi's house. Okay, maybe they was having lunch because when they got to Nova's house, Ralph Angel had looked for several apartments already. He had already looked for several apartments in that time period, and none of them panned out. Okay, and so when it's after they've gone to dinner at Nova's house, they don't take that crises over to Nova's. Okay, this moment at Nova is all about the information that she want to give them about the movie. When they get home, however, though, Hollywood and Vi are talking about the situation. They can't ask Ralph Angel to leave. They don't want to put him out. He's family. Now Joaquin is listening at the door, and in the next breath she does say, but Joaquin and those are family too, when we promised his family. And Wood loves the boys already, and he is adamant we cannot put them out. We can't let them get split up. We don't know if they're going to be in a safe place. We got to figure this out. What if I co-sign on an apartment for Ralph Angel? What if I find a place and co-sign on it? What if you do that, Hollywood? That is revolutionary. Did you come up with this idea all by your lonesome? Now, y'all know I love me some Hollywood. I'm just saying, duh. Yeah, y'all know our people been co-signing since co-signing began, child. We will co-sign and put something in somebody else's name in a heartbeat. Okay? All right? And it also shows in good faith that he believes in Ralph Angel and Darla. So, there's that. Our Vi's like, oh, Hollywood, you think it could really work? Meanwhile, Joaquin and Henry say, I don't want to go. Henry say, let them figure it out. I'm going to stay until they escort me out. Henry say, they going to have to sat me out. Joaquin say, trust me, we got to sneak out. We don't want them to make these choices. So they try to tiptoe out with their little hook fin bags. They trying to tiptoe out, and Hollywood catches them and says, first of all, rule number 199 in Uncle Clifford's is you don't sneak out during the daylight. They was like, oh, we gotta go. And Henry was like, I didn't want to leave. I told him y'all won't have to sort me out. And Joaquin was like, we don't want to put you through any trouble. And Hollywood say, listen, I keep my word. I keep my word. I says you can stay and you can stay. Now put all that stuff down because we got to help Ralph Angel move. Now in that short period of time, okay, they done found Ralph Angel an apartment. Thank you, Lord. Okay, we thank you, Father. It truly was the Lord, child. When you work these kind of miracles, you can't just write them. If they really happening in your life, that's God who did that, okay? Remember who told you? Okay, let's move on. Put all your bags and your things down in your little knapsacks and come on, help me move Ralph Angel into his new apartment. Huh? Okay, it's a good moment. It's a good moment, okay? So then, let's go to Nova. Right, we're gonna do Ralph Angel and Darla last. Let's do Nova, okay? We see where the show opens with Nova. Nova's dreaming about her mama and daddy, and they sitting at her kitchen table, and they young now, and she goes in there and she sits down and she starts crying. Although there were no tears, she was definitely doing a lot of, I mean, she was dreaming. I don't know, do we cry in our dreams? I'm not sure. I mean, but you conjured up this whole location, you might as well cry. I digress. So, when she wakes up, she is crying, though. And, you know, her daddy tell her, you know what to do. You know what to do, right? I was like, what? What, daddy? Do another ring shout? Because Nova ain't doing nothing this season, huh? Nova ain't moving nothing, huh? Nova ain't moving nothing. Right? Okay. She did the ring shout, but y'all know, Nova was 110% different in the earlier seasons, right? She was rallying. She was community activist. She had a garden. She was growing her own herbs. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just, you know, for the last couple of seasons, to me, Nova has seemed stuck. And people do go through those ebbs and flows in their life. So I'm not knocking her for that. But she's just so different now. So different. Anywho, she wakes up and like I said, Dominic is texting her. And he's telling her good luck with her family because she's going to have the dinner. And he wants a little sexy photo. Even that, I was just like, child, how you keep getting these men? The way she was just like, you know, don't mind that. Right? I was like, no, but you're not giving. It's not giving what it should give. Anyway, he likes her. And I miss you so much. I miss you too. And then, after she has the meeting with her family and she talks to them about it and things kind of go south and she's kind of thinking about it, she's decided to talk to, now this is what Nova says. Nova told her agent that she's going to talk to her family. She got to run it by them first. And if one person does not agree and says no, then she not gonna do it. Well, one person did say no. So when she talking to her agent is like, are you nuts? Have you seen the offer? You saw the money? Oh, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, right? Huge stars are signing on to play the parts, right? Oh, it's everything. It's all the shiny things that lead us to sell our soul, huh? To the devil, okay? And so she tell the lady, you know, that's it. That's final. I said, one person say, no, I'm not going to do it. And the lady's like, woo, 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 woo. Just think about it a little bit longer. I'm going to hold everybody off and you let me know in a few days. Just think about it. And she was like, no, 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 no. She was like, I'm telling you, just think about it. And so Nova wants to talk to Dominic and she's texting him and are you there? He's not responding. And so that's when Billie came over and Billie comes over and she decides, I'm going to take all this angst and this emotion and take Billie out hoeing. Where Mo at? Where the co-op lady at? Where she at? She just pop in here and there, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's really Nova right there. Okay. She begins the episode and she ends the episode. Okay. When she looking through them pictures and she see that woman and you can see on her face that she still got feelings for that woman. All right. Now let's talk about Ra and Darla. Darla really, really, really gave me what I needed for the show. It was a little bit, but still it was a tasty morsel. Okay, so we see where they realize, Darla going over the books, they realize that losing Parthena's land as a part of the co-op has put them sort of in the deficit, in the red, because it was a large plot of land and it was worth a lot. And so Darla has an idea about putting Charlie's meal into the co-op. Also, y'all could have lived at Charlie's meal. Remember, Charlie built a loft for herself above the meal. You remember, Darla, because you used to go to work there every day, because it was so big. It was Charlie's apartment, her and Micah, as well as y'all's office. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all remember it? Put it down below. They don't remember it on the show, but we remember it as fans, right? Put it down below if you remember it, right? Okay. But we're going to put the co-op in the you think Charlie would go for that? Ralph Angel said. Now he done just got off the phone with Charlie. She say she on the tour bus, on the campaign bus. Okay. And he said, you think Charlie will go for that? And she was like, why not? She's losing money in it now. And he was like, but it's worth so much. But she's losing money. And she's always about helping the community. This is the best way to make some profit. And also invest into the community. He was like, man, that would be really great. So they go over to the mill. You know, pick up and go over there. And walking in the door, Darla is like the sun and the moon and the stars, and Charlie hung the sun, and Aunt Vi hung the moon, and Hollywood and Micah and Nova are the stars, and she just waxing poetical about everybody, how great everybody is, and how wonderful and what a wonderful legacy everybody has built for themselves, and how everyone's pulled themselves up out of the muck and mire, how much she admires all of the borderlones. And then Ralph Angel is like, listen, you pretty great yourself. You're pretty awesome too, right? Like, you have recovered from being a junkie. Okay, you're a great mom. You got a great head for business. Woo, woo, woo. She needs to hear all of that. It's a good moment. It's just not emoting for me. Y'all know I used to cry over Queen Sugar, baby. Go back and look at my old episodes, my old reviews, baby. Baby, this show used to move me to chorus. Da 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 da. Okay, so listen. Like I said, they lifting each other up. So a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are going on. Darla is just moving through her day, and she's trying her very, very best to hold it all together. They've got this big meeting, and she's getting phone calls. She's getting phone calls from Chase, right? The dude that raped her. And the dude that we think ultimately is Blue's blood daddy. Now he tells her, hey, beautiful, like he calling as a friend. Jordan told me she saw you in DC last week, and she said how you was dragging my good name and spreading all these lies. I'm running for office. You better shut your mouth and keep your mouth off of me, acting like what we did wasn't consensual, like you wasn't down for. She said, don't call me again. Don't call me again. Okay, and he was like, you better shut your trap. Leave this thing alone. And she said, never call here again. And she gets off and she goes back inside, but she is shooketh. She is shooketh. Now they're at Nova's house for dinner. They've arrived. Okay, Nova's nervous. She's nervous. She don't know how it's gonna go about, how it's gonna happen. But she's nervous. Darla steps off and takes this phone call, and she realized it's Chase. So she goes back into the gathering, which there is wine and beer, and everybody's talking and chattering, and in her head, they all sound like they 30 miles away. Because all she can hear is the terror and the fear that she feels from her assaulter, the person that assaulted her, calling her on the phone. It threw her off so bad. And then Nova put a fresh glass of wine down in front of Aunt Vi, but it's also right in front of Nova, and Nova was looking at it like, I was like, girl, I feel you. I feel you. She wanted to climb down in that glass, baby, and drink her way out. I understood what she was saying. Stressed. Stressed. Everybody chit-chatting and talking, and so Nova says, let me tell you why I gathered you all here. I've been made an offer to turn Blessings in Blood into a motion picture movie. And everyone's like, And Vi said, now wait a minute now. That caused us a lot of pain, anger, and grief. But also, it helped us face our fears and our shortcomings, and ultimately brought us all closer and helped us all individually involved. So please tell me more. And so Nova said, guess who want to play you, Aunt Vi? I was like, just the same ish that Vince did to Micah to make him think it was okay. Okay, let me tell you what the devil got for you. Oprah want to play you. And she was like, ooh, Hollywood, did you hear that? Oprah want to play me. I was like, oh, okay. Shiny things distract you every time. And then she goes and gets a paper and a folder, and it's got some numbers in it. She said, and this is what they want to pay. And Hollywood's like, ooh, you show, ooh. I was like, Hollywood, how much money they give you for that oil rig explosion, sir? Because you ain't worked since. This your first time seeing a lump sum? Ooh, that. Oh, he passes it around. Look at these numbers. Everybody was like, ooh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. We can go to Disneyland. Like, you can just see people spending it already in their mind, in their heads. And Darla is sitting there like, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to come undone. Everybody was like, yes, yes, yes. 1,000 times yes, let's do it. And Darla started shaking her head, baby. She is like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I said no. I said no. Everybody was like, ooh, ooh, baby, did you see the numbers? Did you see the numbers? Okay, I said no, and she storms off. Ralph Angel want to run after. Aunt Vi said, hold that thought. Nova, you go. This your mess. And Nova goes, and before she could say a word, Darla, are you okay? Darla said, do you think that I want my pain on display? But I was just, do you think I want my pain shown and streamed all across this here land? But I really feel like, do you think that I want my children to see my assault? To see that Hollywood found me strung out in a shed? Turning tricks for a hit with my baby laying next to me? Do you think I want that out there? I will not allow you to air my pain. I don't want this thing out. I want this thing to go away. I have worked hard to get past all of this. I do not want to relive it, especially on the big screen. Now, part of that conversation was conversation she wanted to have with Chase, right? She was projecting a bit. At the same time, she's trying to save her face. She don't want all this stuff to come out. I don't agree that they should make it a movie, but I do agree that Darla should tell her story. She should tell her story in her own way and take the sting out of it. Take the sting out of it. Cathartically write your story, girl. Write your story. Spill your tea your way. Because you're not going to be able to keep this in. You're not. You're not. You absolutely will not be able to do that. Okay? Nova hugs her, comforts her. They're both crying. You know, it's a moment for Nova to realize it's not just about a dollar or a celebrity actor playing me, right? This is about to destroy her, and in her mind, it's going to destroy her family, the family she's trying to put together. Okay, it was a good moment. We see where Ra and Nova find a place, thanks to Hollywood. It's a nice place. They've got a little land, a nice kitchen, everything. They can promise the lady a year's lease. She live right next door. And Hollywood tells her, listen, I got a record. Okay, but I've rebuilt my past. I rebuilt myself from my past. I got a family that takes care of me and that I take care of. He says I was a farmer by trade, but now I work at the fish market, you know, and I work every day. I pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? And she said, you know what, my husband did time, and what's important is that you learn from your past and you turn and change. She said, and you got a good queen next to you. Okay, it's a good moment. And Ralph Angel goes and talks to the lady, and Chase call Darla again. Let me tell you something. This might have been how the show ended. I think Chase called Darla again, right? That's what it was. They had moved in, everything, they had moved in and gotten settled in, and here come Chase calling her again. Okay, and by this time he is harassing her. You want her to shut up about it and go away, but you keep calling her to harass her. Oh no, you're trying to victimize Darla all over again, and it terrifies her. Never call me again. He said, you know what? You is a sweet pea. You never call me again. I am not done with you. I said to myself, I thought you said you was running for office. Why you keep calling the person you want to shut up? Why you keep harassing her? At some point, she gonna have to get somebody else involved. But see, you think you dealing with the same old weak Darla. You thinking you dealing with Darla who was strung out on drugs, huh? Darla on that rock. But what you don't realize is the Lord done changed Darla, huh? Changed her name, baby. Okay? Change her name, baby. She is Ruth. Huh? You hear what I tell you? She is Ruth now, huh? Okay, and she gonna tear him stem from stern. She gonna take her power back, and that is gonna be the best part of season 7 is seeing Darla, huh? Is seeing Darla take her power back. Okay, if it don't happen, that'll truly be the most disappointing part. Outside of them not getting them 800 acres back, that'll truly be the most disappointing part. To show us this another layer of the storyline, and not give us vindication for Darla. Okay, I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope she go Handmaid's Tale on it. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this episode. Put it down below, you guys. And until next time, I'll holla.